Day 27, we going to town. Doing my last few miles of a road walk into McAllister, where we're gonna hitch into Ennis and have the Nero. Figured I would tell you all about this last leg of the alternate we did. She was a bitch. Gosh, it was rough. Those last 16 miles were rough. From the smoke and the heat and the long water carries and the bushwhacking, the climbing. It was really rough. And if I weren't hiking with the people I'm hiking with now, I would for sure be finding the fastest way home when I get to this highway up here. Like, it's incredible how much of a difference the people you hike with can make in your hike. These people I'm with are so kind and supportive, and they're full of grit and positivity. I mean, don't get me wrong, they have their moments where they're like, this fucking sucks. Like, this blows, I'm losing it, but we all do. But it's when you come together in those hard times, you're like, let's just push through. You gotta just push through. And that's what we did. You know, Poison is an amazing light that has been hiking with me on the climbs sometimes, and I'm suffocating trying to breathe. And somehow he's talking like he's just lounging on Santa Monica Boulevard like this, not bothering him at all, and he's reciting comedians and telling me stories that distract me. He's been so helpful. And Jolly yesterday was hiking near me with that climb we went over that was kind of like Forester Pass, and he's kind of having some issues with his ankle he broke on the PCT, so he's wearing a brace. He's also part of the Blister Club and Misery Loves Company. So of course we're hiking together, and we just kept telling each other, just put one foot in front of the other, just keep moving. Doesn't matter how slow you go, you're gonna get to where you're going. That's what we did. We got to where we're going, and now we're going to town. It's gonna be a good morning. I'm gonna be able to buy Vagisil for my chafe. It's gonna be great. But all these people I'm hiking with right now in this little leg, Jolly, Poison, Turbo, Mittens, Salty, Hat Trick, James, Pac-Man, they've all been great, and they're making this so worthwhile. So, on to the next. Oh, fuck. Excuse my language, but I made it. Now we hitched to Ennis. Finally got a hitch. We literally crammed in.
Well, she was supposed to be a nurse. She wanted to be an officer and come back to the horses.
To Ennis.
I was like, whatever.
Doing shakedowns in the middle of the Ennis Park.
I had both.
What can and can't you live without?
I was like,
this cashmere is very warm, and then this front over top of cashmere, that'll be plenty of warm, right?
I love when we like everyone's contemplating.
Yeah. Do I need this? Don't I need this?
I'll be so warm.
I'm sitting home about, or I'm throwing away about 8 grams of stuff. It'll be super.
And I'm still debating what to do about moving forward. We have our next section that's coming up. It's going to be pretty intense with scree and steep slopes through the Spanish Peaks. And I am dealing with some major blister issues still. I'm going to be taking this tape off, cleaning them, and threading them, draining them, and assessing what I want to do. I'm debating whether to skip to Big Sky, give my feet some time to heal, meet back up with the group, or just push on. But my feet are really fucked right now, to be quite frank. So TBD. She ain't got nothing on Butte, but she'll do.
We have sex with you.
And Miller Lite and Lucky Charms.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
That was gritty.
It's real pretty. Almost as pretty as the sunset.
Pretty easy though, right?
Yeah.
Now you know. One day Uncle Poison's not gonna be here for everybody. So I'm making it to 45, man. Ravi, you want an educational experience?
You gonna be a doctor one day and come do this?
You ever seen somebody thread blisters?
No. You want in on the next one?
Do I want to thread your blister?
I got one more.
Not really, but have fun.
For a second, you mean like a minute?
Oh yeah.
You ever seen somebody thread?
I thread all the time.
You see how much that just like released it?
Yeah. That's like almost as much as the other two together.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Wish my hands were all from your blisters.
That
Pick up
one's just
heel.
from the two of them together,
Pick
and
up
then
that
this is
heel.
just from the one.
Yum. Yeah.
Yum.
Too.
Ugh. A true friend will thread your blisters for you, no matter how nasty and janky your hiker feet are. Poison is a true friend, threaded my 3 heel blisters for me so that they can hopefully heal and I can get back on trail with them in Big Sky. So I have decided I will be taking some time off. I'm gonna go to Whitehall and stay a couple nights with Josh's sister and her husband. They live in Whitehall and have welcomed me into their home for the next couple nights. So I will do that while they go on to the Spanish Peaks, and I will rejoin them in Big Sky, because the way I see it is I'd rather risk not seeing the Spanish Peaks than to risk not seeing the wind if I don't get my heels figured out. So I'm gonna take a couple days off, rest up, get my new shoes in Big Sky, and head towards Wyoming, cross my first state line. So very excited. So I make sure my heels are healing up.